Alright everyone, welcome back for another iPhone 12 Pro battery comparison, and I just went ahead and compared the iPhone 12 Pro against the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max in my big battery comparison that I do usually. And what I found was pretty interesting, and first of all, before I even started, I had already assumed that the XS Max was probably going to outlast the iPhone 12 Pro, and that ended up not being the case to kind of spoil the comparison a little bit sooner. But basically what I do in this comparison, if you guys know, you probably watched the other videos, I pretty much just put both phones side by side. I do a group of phones at one time and I just put all the max brightness on and let the screens never die. I don't let the screens die or anything like that. And I do the exact same things on both. If I play a game, I play it on all the phones. If I play it on one phone, I play it on the other ones. Like, it's just the way it goes. So it's not like a super detailed speed comparison, but it's a full one. It's a good one to kind of get your eyes and like kind of assume which one's better. I did make a scale of like when a phone dies, what battery percent the other phone should be on. Like if it falls into those specific percentages, how much better it is, all the way from kind of better to like way better. So within an hour and 4 minutes of just the screens being on both phones, nothing else, just the screens being on max brightness, I saw that the iPhone 12 Pro was at 91% battery life left. The iPhone XS Max was at 87% battery life left. And I was kind of like just kind of weirded out because I was like, I was already assuming the XS Max was going to do better, but that kind of didn't end up being the case. So I was like, okay, that's okay for the most part, I guess. So then what ended up happening was I let the phone sit again for a couple hours and I rechecked on all of them. And I saw that 2 hours and 48 minutes in, when I compared these two, I saw that the iPhone 12 Pro was at 61% battery life left. The iPhone XS Max was at 49% battery life left. So again, I was seeing a pretty big difference here. And the iPhone XS Max has a bigger battery than the iPhone 12 Pro, albeit the iPhone XS Max also has a bigger screen. Same resolution, I think around the same resolution on both, which is very interesting. So to see that big of a difference was really, really interesting in my opinion. Then I eventually checked in again when they both died. I just was looking at all the phones, and whenever one died, I just made a video about it. And I saw that 6 hours and 4 minutes in, around that time, that's when the iPhone XS Max died, and the iPhone 12 Pro was still at 15% battery life. And that was actually very, very interesting to me to see that big of a difference there, because I was expecting the XS Max to overlast the iPhone 12 Pro, and that ended up not being the case. So in my opinion, what happened here, and first of all, the XS Max, I think is around like 94% battery health, so it doesn't have a horrible battery life. It has like that same battery life almost, just 6% degraded. So maybe that has a little bit to do with it, but I think the thing that took the most, in my opinion, of the battery life here was probably iOS 14. I think iOS 14 has taken the biggest toll, in my opinion, on the battery life segment. So on the XS Max and all the other phones that I tested, all these phones are on iOS 14 for the most part, besides like the iPhone 6 Plus and stuff. And it's kind of interesting to see the battery difference between them, because the XS Max, in my opinion, I thought was going to overtake the iPhone 12 Pro, and the only thing that could have probably stopped it was iOS 14, and that's the only variable I'm seeing on all my other devices that are similar. iOS 14 is pretty much taking a big toll on the battery life, and between the 12 Pro and the XS Max, that's pretty much what I'm seeing here too. So that really pretty much covers it up for the most part. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. It's to me so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.